Hey guys, how's everybody been? Hope everyone had a great holiday weekend. I'm back. I know I've been gone for a while. I haven't posted any videos in the last few weeks or so, but I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't vanished. Still been on YouTube checking out videos, leaving some comments. Just kind of doing my own thing for a little bit. I'm perfectly healthy as far as I know and hope. Nothing's wrong, so I appreciate your concern. I know a few of you have left me comments and left me private messages asking when I'd be back, when I'd be posting new videos, but I am back now. I'm perfectly fine, as I said. A lot of you have posted videos about Ms. Pole's departure from YouTube, and just to add my 2 cents, he's a great guy. He really was a great YouTuber, definitely the best collection I've seen. He was a huge inspiration to me to start doing these videos, so thanks to him, he really got me into doing this. As I said, he really is a great guy, and deeply saddened that he will no longer be posting videos, but hopefully we'll see him back in the future. So, Ms. Bull, if you do watch this, thanks for the inspiration. You're a great guy, and hopefully we'll be in contact. As my return video, I decided to do some Anchor Bay DVDs. Basically, I was going to do my rare Anchor Bay DVDs, but instead of having the argument of what's out of print, what's rare, what's not, I figured I would just go through my whole collection, show off all my Anchor Bay titles, in different parts. Obviously, this is only going to be part 1 of the video. This will be my Anchor Bay DVDs A through C, because I do have a pretty large Anchor Bay collection. Some of them you may have seen in other videos, such as the Beastmaster movies, but I'm just showing everything I got, so bear with me. There are some other things in here. There's a lot of them that I know definitely are out of print and rare, so I'm sure a lot of you will be interested in seeing those. So as I said, to get us started, this is my Anchor Bay collection, A through C. You guys have waited long enough for a new video from me, so let's get started. First off, we have an extremely rare Anchor Bay release. This is Alice, Sweet Alice, Brooke Shields' first film, as I'm sure all of you know that are familiar with the film. I like to call it a religious slasher movie. It's kind of hard to, say exactly what genre it falls in, but definitely a horror film. Great mask there. Goes with the mask edition that I have right there, as you can see. Very, very creepy mask. Very cool movie. Definitely some memorable scenes in there. Definitely worth checking out. If you can find this DVD for a good price, definitely pick it up, because it goes for a pretty high price online. Next up we have the Army of Darkness releases by Anchor Bay. This is the theatrical release. This is probably the easiest to find out of all of them. All the Anchor Bay releases of Army of Darkness are out of print now, in Region 1 anyway, and this is probably the one you'll have the easiest time tracking down. We have my favorite cover of all of them. This is Army of Darkness, the Director's Cut, limited edition. Great image there. I just love that cover. I think it's definitely the best one they had. This is a numbered edition. It's number 24,595 out of 40,000. Great image there. Very, very cool release. We have another very rare release. This is the limited edition Army of Darkness 2-disc set, which includes the theatrical version as well as the director's cut. This is numbered as well. This is number 8,130 out of 30,000. Very cool. You don't see that one too much. Then we have Bruce Campbell versus Army of Darkness, the director's cut, official bootleg edition. Very cool concept there, almost as if there's a paper bag covering the cover art. Very cool idea by Anchor Bay. Inside, I'll show you a glimpse inside. Usually a lot of people are interested in seeing what the disc actually looks like, and they do make it look like it's a bootleg disc. So that's very cool as well. And kind of like a notebook page style chapter insert. And finally, for Army of Darkness, we have probably the best edition of all from Region 1. This is Bruce Campbell versus Army of Darkness, the Boomstick edition, 2-disc set. This also includes the theatrical version in the director's cut. Comes, as a slip case there, and then I don't know if you'd call it a digipack, but little fold-out DVD holders inside. Next up, we have Bad Dreams. Pretty decent film. I know a lot of people really aren't too familiar with it. I believe it's from the 80s. The scream you don't hear is your own. Pretty cool. Nice little tagline there. Rare DVD to find now. I used to see this all the time. Went on to print and became scarce very quickly, so definitely worth picking up if you can find a copy. And we have Bad Taste, 2 different editions. We have the regular, single disc edition of Bad Taste, and then we also have the much more rare limited edition of Bad Taste. This is a two disc set, limited to 50,000 copies, and I have number 20,151. So that's very cool. Next up we have the Beastmaster. I have shown these off in a previous video, so I won't go into detail on them. THX version and the DiviMax edition. And now we have Behind the Mask. This one I know isn't out of print. However, as I said, I'm just showing off my complete Anchor Bay collection. So here it is. Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Great slasher film. It's documentary style. I don't know, how many of you have seen it, but definitely worth checking out if you haven't. As I said, this is still in print, so you can find it fairly easily in stores and online. Slipcase there. Very cool cover. Really, really like the killer's mask in this. If you can see that. Very, very cool mask. Very cool style in which it was shot. Definitely worth checking out. And we have The Beyond. This is the single disc edition, full of special features. And also, of course, the Anchor Bay tin, limited edition. And this is number 33,408 out of 20,000. So, all the extras inside is all the Anchor Bay tins have. So you get the booklet, you got the all the mini posters in there, and then of course the disc. So very cool. Very hard to find, a lot more difficult to find than the single disc version, obviously. Those aside, then we have The Black Cat, part of the Lucio Fulci collection. This has been re-released by Blue Underground, as have some of these Anchor Bay releases that you'll notice as we go through them. And then we also have The Boogeyman and the Devonsville Terror double feature DVD. Very hard to find this now. Especially the Devonsville Terror. The Boogeyman has been re-released, but the Devonsville Terror, I believe this is the only edition of this film in Region 1, if not anywhere. Then we have The Cat O' Nine Tails, another that was re-released by Blue Underground. And then a highly sought out DVD, Cemetery Man. Great film. This went in print and then out of print, within a couple of years or so. Really wasn't out too long. As I said, it's very highly sought out. A lot of people tend to really like this film. I got this really cheap when it was released. I think I got this for like $6.99 when it was still in print, and now it goes for a pretty hefty price online. The disc there, and then you get a nice little booklet inside. So very cool. Then we have Cheerleader Camp. This is one that I'm not sure if it's still in print or not. I don't really see it too much now in stores. Maybe available online. As I said, I'm really not positive on that. But another great 80s slasher film. Stars Leif Garrett. You'll get out of it what you expect from it. Basically, it takes place at a cheerleader camp. You're going to have the gratuitous nudity and all that graphic violence and great stuff from the 80s. So definitely worth checking out if you're a slasher fan. Then we have the Cheerleaders Collection 3-disc set. I can honestly say, whether you guys believe me or not, that I have not watched any of these films. They're not really my cup of tea, just basically exploitation films. The only reason I picked this up is because I knew it was out of print and very rare, very expensive online, and I had found it, I think for like $10 or so at a store. It was a used copy. All the discs looks great. The discs look great, and by that I don't mean the quality. I mean the discs aren't scratched or anything like that, because as I said, I did not watch any of them. But just nice to have it in the collection, knowing that it's rare, and being that I'm a collector. So you guys can believe me or not, but as I said, I have not watched any of them. They're just not my style. Then we have Children of the Corn, their first release, and then of course the DiviMax edition. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my own words today, guys, but I apologize. Then we have Chud, great film, really love this film. I like to call this a throwback to Home Alone, just because it stars John Hurt and Daniel Stern. So that's fairly interesting. You know, both stars of Home Alone and Home Alone 2, and also in this. Interesting little fact there. And then we have The Commish, the best of season 1. So something a little different, not a horror film. Just you know, just a collection of, let's see here, 4 episodes from the first season of The Commish. Great show. Really like the show. Then we have Creepshow 2, the original release there, and the special DiviMax edition. Love Creepshow 2. I used to prefer it to the original Creepshow. I can't say I still have that same opinion, but definitely when I was younger I preferred this one to the original. Really like the stories in this. You know, I really like the raft. I think that's a pretty cool story with the giant oil slick looking blob going after the kids in the raft. Very cool. And finally, Curse of the Devil. Haven't watched this, just knew it was out of print, same thing. I had seen it in the stores. It was a new copy, and I knew it had gone out of print, and it was, you know, regular price, so I picked it up right away before, you know, I ended up wanting it and then not being able to find it. So haven't watched it yet. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you think of this movie, as well as the rest of them that I've shown. This has been part 1 of my Anchor Bay DVD collection, A through C. I'll be back next time, possibly with D through F, maybe G. We'll see how many I have throughout those letters. So hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. Leave me comments. Continue to subscribe. I believe I'm over 80 subscribers now. As soon as I get to 100, I will be doing a contest. So keep subscribing. I really appreciate everything. And as I said, guys, I'm back. So you can count on me to continue to post some videos, and hopefully I don't disappear on you guys for another couple of weeks. But you know, within the week I should be posting another video. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it.